right, I'm going to get to explaining where we have on this chart here, Revelation 20, concerning that kingdom age, where we have at the end of the kingdom age, we have that serpent which is going to be bound again. But remember, he is also loosed right before the ending of the kingdom age. So at this period of time, technically, right now, that we're still in that 70 generation period of time, and he has not yet been loosed. He's loosed, which is about to come upon us right now, and that's what we're talking about with the arrival of the locust. But then we see that once they're loose, they're only out for a short period of time, and then they are bound once again. And then you see that bounding period being displayed as the kingdom age in the Bible for 1,000 years. And there's a special reason why, but we're going to get to that later. So to get you to understand what I've told you thus far, I need to explain this symbol here a little bit better. Once again, we have 5 equal world ages. I've only been teaching you here because it was the easiest place that I could show you, because I didn't have everything else written around it. Technically, we're right here. This is the end of the age that we're in now. Okay, and we're at this point right now. Remember, I told you that this is the Milky Way. This is the star system we're in. These are the stars you see when you look up at the night sky. If you were to be in a dark night sky and look up, you would see a starry band, which is so commonly called. And then in the middle of that band, you're going to see that is what is called the dark rift, which basically looks just like a dark opening, almost as termed a cosmic womb. But then you'll see the most popular between the cultures of the world representation of this is a serpent's mouth. Any way you shake it, what they're trying to say is that the world was birthed out of this serpent's mouth. And that's this cosmic creation scheme that we're seeing about to be falsed upon us. Now, it's already encoded into what I'm showing you in the Bible. And these are the connections that I'm going to show you, that the Bible is using the same time scale that originates from one location in history. And it's going to originate from the Mayans back to the Egyptians, from the Egyptians to the Sumerians. And that we're going to see that the Hebrews themselves make a very important connection between the Sumerians and the Egyptians. And then we're going to see that that's where the Hebrews step in. And then that's the key to understanding the riddle of this world language, and how this world language has a totalic control in every nation that you see. The word root and origins are all saying the same thing. Well, that's because it all comes from one place. Language is a system. Astronomy is a system. Cycles are systems. You have to think about it like this. Remember, Lucifer was created perfect until iniquity was found in him. And you see that he is even entertaining perfection in the biblical narrative all the way up to the point of the entrance of the garden. So long story short, Lucifer was created perfect for a reason. And he was created so brilliant and so bright for a reason. Well, what was that reason? The reason is that he was to administer to the material worlds of time and space. He was the divinity which is created specifically to administer these starry realms. And that's why you get the connection with him, where it says, it's talking about him going up and down between the stones of fire. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down on it. And that we're going to see that that same connection and that same phraseology has everything to do with the stones of fire. I revealed to you what the stones of fire are. The stones of fire are the individual planetary starry systems of which this brilliant fallen individual who was created to orchestrate systems, and you're beginning to see the system that he himself has orchestrated for control. And I'm not kidding around. I'll be back.